Everybody, Todd McFarlane. So now we're going to show you how to draw arguably the most unique looking superhero of all time. So there are a lot of things that are very difficult about this character, and I think that you need to be paying close attention as we go through this. So if you don't mind me walking you through it. Let's first go to black. One of the things that Superman has that possibly a lot of heroes don't is he has like a head. So let's just get a very quick rough of the head here. So again, here's going to be the skull, here's the jaw, there's going to be the ear, and then here's going to be the back of his skull here, right? And here would be his nose, right? So there's where we have that. So we'll take that, and I'll put another layer on top of it with some white. And we'll pull the white back just a little bit, just use that rough drawing here. Okay, now let's just get into the nuance of this. So, Superman has, some of you may have heard of this. If not, if you Google it, you should be able to get some information on it. It's called an ear. It sits on the side of the head here. So, unlike most things, Superman has an ear, right? So, that's what makes him kind of unique compared to sort of other people. Is the ear that he has, right? So he has one of those. And then the other thing that's kind of interesting about him, if you go, is he also has a nose, right? So the nose is in front of his face, up in here, and it kind of turns up a little bit. And then he has a nostril. So again, all of these, if I'm going over your head, please go to Google after this and look up all these sort of fancy words I'm using. I don't mean being an elitist right now. He also has a forehead. That doesn't mean that he has four heads. It just means it's this area up in here. So Superman has, yes, a forehead. Right, so we'll start him right here. And he also has eyeballs. So we'll give him a nice eye up in here. Tear duct, wrinkle, which is where he closes his eye, and he also has his eye back up in here. So, and we'll go up in here. Then he has a mouth, and again, he's sort of handsome, so we'll make him a little bit handsome here. And he has a nice little chin, and he, you know, I like to make him with a strong jaw, because why? Because, you know, these guys, I'm going to turn it sideways if you don't mind here for a minute. Most superheroes have strong jaws. So we'll go here, and I'll clean this up just a bit. All right. So now you can see some of the unique pieces that he has: an eye, and a nose, and a mouth, and the ear. But let's add some more crazy stuff to him, because what Superman also has is a neck, and he actually even has a little bit of an Adam's apple. So we can give him the Adam's apple up in here. Make sure you give him the Adam's apple, even though his name isn't Adam. So we'll go up in here. There we go. He has eyebrows, right? So we'll give him some eyebrows. And remember, the eyebrows tilt slightly downwards, right? So don't make him too happy, because otherwise it'll just seem like that he's always surprised, right? So we'll go up in here, give a little bit of room here, right? Obviously he has a strong neck muscles, right? So we can always give the strong neck muscles a little bit of shadow. And we'll get the back of his head, and he has, I think most superheroes have thick necks, you know, almost like tight ends in football. So we're going to give him a nice tight neck before we go into his shoulders. There would be part of his shoulder and his neck muscle. Here's his shoulder up in here. Go up in here. His other sort of neck muscle and shoulders up in here. There we go. So now we're going to get, I'm going to go here real quick. Here's the unique thing of him, right? He has that little kind of dippy little curl right here. I'm going to overdo it just so you guys see it, right? Just so you guys see it. Yes, Superman has hair, right? So make sure you put hair on there. These are all the things you might not have thought of, right? Eyes and nose and mouth. All these crazy things that make him fairly unique from almost every other superhero in the marketplace. You're going to give him his hair. He's going to have long hair. Going to slick it back so he looks like a dude. All right, let's give it to him. I'll fill that in a bit. And then we'll come up in here and we'll make him sort of handsome, because he has like nice long sideburns. Okay, we'll go up in here, we'll give it to him, and then we're going to have hair back in here. I don't want to give him quite a mullet, but you know, you should probably have just a little bit of bad boy sort of hair peeking down here. I know the ladies like it, you know, a little bit of bad boy. I don't want him to be too clean cut. Come up in here, add some more black, a little bit more black. Again, let's fill up over here, get some more black up in here, and square off his head just a little bit up over here. All right, let me go into black here, and then I'm going to put the sort of last bit that will basically seal this deal. Come in here now. I can come in here, feather his hair real quick, give him some hair that's up in here, maybe make this a little bit blacker, get this back in here, and give him some slick back hair, like he's got some product in his hair, right? You want to give some kind of style to these guys up in here. So here, we've got our cool looking little sexy Clark Kent with a little bit of long sideburns. He's looking sweet for the ladies out there. Want to make him look sweet. And we've got it here. Now, this is Superman, and as you can see, he's fairly unique looking because you've never seen another handsome looking superhero ever in your life. But here's the creme de la creme, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. Watch what will make him Superman. I'm even going to basically get crazy on you and do color. Watch what happens. I can transform this average looking person into Superman with a stroke of my pen, and here's how it works. Kablam! And kablamo! Dunzio! And if I want to get even sexier with them, I come down in here and watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Whammo, whammo, and wham. Done. Done. Okay. That's it. Not Superman, Superman. Not Superman, Superman. So if you can draw handsome people, you can draw Superman. Right? There he is. That's everybody that you've ever seen that's handsome in the movies. And all you got to do is just do this. Bam. Superman. You're in. So that's the trick. Don't let anybody in your neighborhood know, because you want to be the only one that's able to actually draw a good Superman. But that's it. It has nothing to do with his looks. Has nothing to do with how he is handsome. It has to do everything to do with red and blue on top of the dude. Anyway, that's it. Todd McFarlane. Take that tip to the bank.